um, theoretically, it should have removed the vines uh, from Haven's Gates. Theoretically, but who knows? Um, so like a very strange falcon snips, ascends onto Arcana, to snatch and eat the crystal that, while digestible, was not the smartest idea. Um, we do not know if he's going to survive for, well, we just don't know how long he's going to survive, or for how long he can sustain the matter that is in his digestive system. So we were going to head south to um to investigate a certain ingredient that would help dissolve the crystal. I believe, I don't know if that's exactly true. I don't
We
think
were
anyone.
looking for a druid to heal.
Oh yes. Um so we were going to head something. And so just kind of marked it right there. But yeah, like this swamp-ish area. And I didn't really give it a name because I didn't know what to call it. Um but
Is it attached to the Glumroot Mire, or is it like its own little special?
it is its own little special area. Um it's it is it's a little farther away from Gloomermire. It's really hard because everything's like kind of, it looks like they're all squished together, but um I mean, if I were to circle each little thing, it would be like almost like a dime right here. Um in some of these locations. But so this is going to have some uh it's definitely like a river lake area. Silvers. So the Slithervine. Interesting name.
I like it. Slithervine Marsh.
Slithervine Marsh.
It's just south of Rivers Bend.
Yeah. I like it. Real-time name thinking.
I mean, that's actually a discarded one from one of my books I didn't go with.
Oh, really?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it came in handy.
One person's trash is another person's treasure. So they say.
Oh. Let's see here. What beautiful color should I give it? I guess will that show up? Oh well. Nasty green.
Fitting.
Right? Very marshy. It does go well. Oh shoot. Actually, the map I had for that area. Oh.
And so it was, we were heading here because Dawn thought there was Dawn thought there was a druid here that might be able to help. Was that what it was? Okay.
I believe so. Either a druid or a herb. One of the two.
Herb. Okay. I couldn't remember either. That's all right.
Yeah. I feel like
maybe a combination of both.
I know, right?
Is Herb a druid?
Herb, the druidic father of... Yeah, there you go. All right. So as we're traveling, just kind of character development type of stuff. Snibs is working with his hands and trying to do different motions, like what he saw Arcana do when Arcana shot back the people with the big gusty stuff. The big, I don't even remember what spell it was, but
Force
the
push. A
the
power
force push. Yeah, and I look over at Arcana occasionally, and I'm like this, asking if like I'm getting closer.
She's actively like trading snips because she has like a rune that can kind of heal or hold back the infection. But she sometimes looks at you, Snips, and what are you trying to do?
Uh, Oh, well, I'm trying to get your hand motions down. I always feel like when you try and learn a new spell, it's more about the dance than it is about the actual technicalities of the spell. And I figure if I'm going to learn this spell, because it was very fascinating, and it might come in handy someday,
Oh,
I need to get the movement down. So how does this look? And he just, kind of does the thing, but maybe it's terribly wrong because he's just starting to learn. Just asking for pointers.
well, it's not really movement. It's runes. Again, she takes off one of her hands from Snips, and then show Snibs her forearms, which has like 3 sets of discs that they turn on themselves, and different runes like show up depending on how the discs formation goes.
Hmm. Fascinating. You access your magic completely different than I do. Very, very fascinating. I don't know how to apply this properly. And then he kind of studies the rune as we're walking and uh just kind of doing his thing that he normally does when he's trying to figure something out.
Well, yes, runes are not as, how can I say, powerful as the magic that you produce, Mr. Snibs.
Oh, I wonder if there's a way to properly adapt it. Hmm. Later on we need to discuss this further.
I agree.
But onward, we must help my namesake in this bird. For what I'm very interested to see what it excretes out after this is all said and done, because I think we still need what it ingested. Hopefully, it survives.
I agree.
And so you okay, I'll just describe this. Um on your travels, you discover um you kind of end up past this like um kind of narrow mountain range, and it's it's got a broken bridge ahead, and it's um ironically, I think Toph would actually notice it because it would have been on his path. Um, and he notices that um, this bridge was um, was not broken to like a couple of weeks ago. it was it, it was a bridge connecting um the castles, like the little settlements of Haven, to the rest of Fanewick. It was one of the entry points, and it was very, um, very strange because there was also a crater-like hole, um, just a little off to the side of it, and there really was there's no true explanation why. It's just there.
So there's no like sign of it being like where a root may have come from, kind of like what we battled previous. It looks like something entirely different.
Exactly.
Okay. How big is this hole?
It's from where you can tell, it's probably about maybe 20 feet deep. That's a rough estimate. It's hard to tell from because you're probably 30 feet away from it. But good enough to notice that there's a giant hole and a broken bridge. And you do see like some wildlife roaming across the plains. They are more closer to non-tampered animals like stags and um, stags, deer.
Stuff like that.
Yes, exactly.
I have a question. What time
Mhm.
is it right now? Because I remember we fought the hollows like quite late, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is technically. Oh gosh, technically the night. Um, Probably close to um like midnight to 1.
So
So you're
is the like bridge completely unpassable?
it's it is from your perspective.
Okay.
Um
Maybe we should set camp and tomorrow morning find a new way.
Well, we're not going across that way.
Oh yes, that seems compared to the last bridge that I ran across, this one would be very, very difficult to run across. I agree entirely.
Well, maybe someone like you could make it across just fine, but I'm not risking it.
Even I can't jump that far.
but Snibs, I thought you could fly.
That's the other Snibs. Don't get us confused. I know it's complicated. But trust me, that's the other Snibs.
Katarina is currently looking to see maybe.
Is she testing out the boards?
Not yet.
Do you feel lucky?
Perhaps with proper daylight, you would be able to see the boards more accurately to place upon your feet, I'm assuming?
I think we should be making up camp for the night.
Yes, I am famished. We should do that. Dawn, is there anything good around here to eat?
I could try foraging.
Oh, that would be lovely. You know the berries I like.
Do we still have some meat from last night? Do we take any?
Meats? You say?
Last night we, well, caught a deer. We didn't need it all Baron, did we?
I can't imagine. That would be a lot of deer to eat in one night. I do
I
believe.
mean,
Unless
you
it
guys
was a small deer.
you guys do have a giant.
What?
Yeah, a giant appetite too.
He still has the bacon attached to his hip. I can't imagine that he eats that much.
He looks at you. Hey, now. It's me, Hammy.
Do you feed the bacon to Hammy?
What? No, no,
The hammy becomes the bacon. This is
no,
very technical. I will
no,
explain it.
Oh,
no.
I see.
He covers Hammy's ears.
What is your problem, sir?
Don't
do
say
you
the
not?
B word in front of Hammy.
Okay, let me see if I get this straight. I saw
Arkan is gonna
you.
start working on the setting up the camp.
Yeah, we've totally forgotten about the necessity of modern day life work. I've already gone very technical on everything.
You guys can go ahead. Arkan is doing her work.
Yeah. So I look over at Baron and I'm like, didn't I see you battling with a shield of some sort? It looked like a cooking utensil. Was I just
Aye, and
out of my mind at the
he-
point?
he pulls it back out from off his back, and he goes, "Aye, it's a frying pan, a shield, a whack-a-mole if need be, so a tool of all sorts, really."
Oh, well, that is very common. I mean, even the most commoners would use hammers in times of war and stuff, so it's very good utility for sure. But do you use it as a cooking tool?
Aye, yeah,
And you do know that you can fry meat in that apparatus, right? Various
yes.
kinds, all kinds.
I am a cook, of course I know.
Oh, wait, whoa. So let me get something straight. You are a cook, and bacon is not on the menu?
No bacon on the menu.
Oh, Venice.
Dawn, am I hallucinating?
It's
Where
one
did you
thing.
find where did you find this cook?
It's one
To be fair,
thing to. It's one thing to hunt for food, but eating someone's friend, that's very frowned upon.
even disregarding that, he spends most of the time on a ship. It's not much bacon on a ship.
Well, I'm sure there's bacon where he comes from, right?
Aye, there's bacon.
I don't know.
I just I've got the bacon out of me diet ever since I've gotten Harry. Little respect.
Hmm.
Does
Yeah.
that mean there's no
Honestly,
eggs?
I don't
too?
know if I've been eating pork.
Well, that's a shame. It is a very lovely cut of meat. But I do understand. I do understand. I could imagine that Toph would not want to eat the snibs either. It just caught me off guard. As a cook, it I can't imagine not having bacon in my repertoire, but that's fine. That's fine. I understand completely. I apologize. So what is bacon's name? I mean, what is is it Hemi? Is that his name or is that
Aye,
just
it's Hammy. Yeah, aye.
huh?
And Hammy will make little oink sounds at you.
And I look at Hammy. I go, "Oh, yes, I see it now. Okay. Okay. Very fine." Well, we were in the middle of combat, and things looked very different from that perspective. I think it was because I'm hungry. Dawn, I think I need something to eat, and maybe that will square my brain away. Allow me to help you find some berries.
I think we saw
All right,
some deer or some venison. Not too far
Mhm.
back, eh?
Yes. I am starving.
Beer and dairy. Beer and dairies.
Berries.
Well, deer and berries.
Fermented milkshakes.
Yeah. Deer and berries. All right.
To try that.
Sounds like yeah, so Snibs assists Dawn. He's still dwelling on the concept of not eating the bacon, but he's trying to be very cordial about it.
It's like a
And
skinny
as
chef, a chef on a diet.
right, it's still not adding up in his brain. It feels a little sacrilegious, but he's trying not to offend, and he's gonna go help Dawn forage some berries while the other members of the party prepare the venison and whatever other character stuff you want to do.
Can I try to how close are we to the water?
You are probably 15 feet up from the
Up.
water.
Hmm.
Did this bridge like cross water?
It
Is
it
there a way
crossed
down?
it crossed like a ravine, and it's so the mountain range is sloped. It's just not ideal. The point of the bridge was to get it crossed because um the other side is the main way people have crossed, but it's not the only way you can get down. You can get down by the rugged um path made by nature itself.
I'd like to go down and then see if I can stab a fish with my sword.
Okay. Um,
Am I the only one at the camp right now?
I'm still there.
yeah. So I don't. How do I fish?
I'll work
Thought
on
about
maybe getting some chopping some firewood and building like a little fire for the for for whatever they bring back to cook.
Okay. So I think this is what I'll do because there's no real rule for fishing or for foraging. I wasn't. I was not that I'm aware of. Sounds like fun though.
Roll your
So, yeah.
duality dice, see how well you fish.
She could make an attack roll.
That might be a good idea. Like, well, I don't know what you would
Maybe
do.
finesse to like sneak up on the fish and attack roll.
I was thinking either instinct or something to
Mm-hmm.
know
Instinct
when
would
to
be
do
good.
something, and
Yeah, you can do that. I'm trying to see if that is an actual downtime event.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but it sounds like it should be. I like
I
the
think
idea.
all the food is just kind of wrapped into.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just
It's
had
food.
Not, yeah, it doesn't really like in the sense of the gameplay. It doesn't really like. It seems like it skips over some of the
They want you to be
You
the
know, the-
creative ones.
yeah. Instead of it being like very specific mechanically, it's like, oh yeah, you get some fish, and you know
yeah. That's
the
probably
downtime actions is really to heal and revive your characters and work towards bigger
Yeah.
goals and stuff.
right. So I think, all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'll have, and this is for. We're just gonna say this for both foraging and fishing. Both of you will roll a. Actually, for foraging, I'd say roll 1d12, and then for fishing 1d6.
Okay.
You're a pretty skilled fisherman.
I mean, that was a lot of our food on the ship. Though in that case, it was usually spears or javelins or
She comes from a
You know, fishing
tropical
poles.
island. How could she not know how to fish?
It's the first I've ever heard of a fisherman.
You've never heard of fishermen?
No, I just lived in a swamp. I'm probably gonna get Toph's lore all wrong.
Well, fishermen are professional people who go hunt fish, basically.
Oh,
Like all the time, every day.
Hey,
every day?
yes, that's like their job. Do you have a
No,
job?
Snip's job. My job is to help Snips.
Your job is to help the bird.
Yep.
Well, at least today, that's his job, for sure.
Yep. He's my everything.
So, Snibs seems to be a very average forager.
To get, I mean, neither one is impressive alone, but together you get 11 berries.
They better be really big berries.
Well, to you, Snibs.
These are the
they-
biggest one of these we've ever seen.
to Snibs, they are huge. They look like they're covering his whole body.
His eyes get wider at the size of these berries because he's very, very.
Yeah. Although Dawn picks them up and just carries them in the palm of her hands. It's well, this should at least feed us for the night.
I believe the camps are set.
Oh, excellent. Time to put that shield to use, my good man.
Hey, did you get anything?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And he just looks to Dawn.
What would that be?
Oh, some berries, some berries, or
he got
us.
the power of
Get out of
friendship.
him too.
You want me to grill some berries?
Yeah, grilled berries are much finer. It brings out the sweetness. And
Berries can be used as seasoning.
Not entirely wrong.
That too, yes. If you cook it at a proper temperature, I've heard that it can go as a glaze over the meat, perhaps.
Yes, glaze sauce on meat, of course. Do we have meat?
Oh, well, not on meat. And I looked to see, was it Katarina that was suggesting that they still had some venison?
I said we hunted some last night. If we'd have any, it would be in Baron's possession. Though I'm currently at the water.
Oh, yeah.
And
he goes, well, I don't know about the meat.
I honestly don't have no idea if we still had some left over or not. I mean,
well, I guess we wait to see what the rest of the party brings back. What was her name? The other person that was with Dawn. Who are these new? Excuse me, I'm still adjusted for me in a sec. Dawn, who are these people that you met? What was her name?
Katarina?
Yes, Katarina. Maybe we need to wait for her to get back. See what she finds.
She should be back any minute.
Lovely. But where did you find these people? I'm curious. They weren't where we were when I left you last.
Oh, well, they were getting attacked, and I showed up and chased away the. What were those things?
They were. Do you recall that they were wild simian, distant relatives of Snims, but not of the same clan.
Wild simians, that's what they were.
Oh, yes. Some of my brethren are very feisty, for sure. They can be a handful. Why were they attacking you?
I honestly don't know. I don't even remember what happened. We were shipwrecked on the beach, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up on a stick.
I'd imagine it has something to do with that.
Was that?
I imagine it has something to do with that crystal. It's making everything act weird.
Well, that's entirely possible. But you said you woke up on a stick?
Aye,
Like
they were
a tree?
they were about to
Or
eat us like a rotisserie chicken.
oh, those brethren. Yes.
You cannibalistic
Well,
That sounds
monkeys.
concerning.
Uh, I have heard tales of certain camps of my brethren that it's well within their right to disembowel you and have you for dinner. Yes, I have heard tale of the. I'm sorry. And he feels embarrassed for that he is part of this. Like he's like secondhand embarrassment, or apologies. Like I'm very sorry. We're not all like that. Don't worry. Don't worry. I do not eat whatever you are.
I get my eye on you, Monkey Paw.
Say what?
He says, I got my eye on you, Monkey Paw.
It's like no. You'll see in time. Dawn knows me. She knows. I would not. Yes, that is. And now he feels uncomfortable, like just because he's very different than these. He's like, ugh.
Don't
Well, that's not a good
associate
way to
with
get
their
introduced to
kind.
my people.
He's a bit odd, but he's not harmful.
There's some of your people on my island, so
Do
Oh,
they
she's back.
try and eat you too?
no. But I also don't know if I'm back yet.
Oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure. Just keeping
You're a real
account of.
mixed bag, huh?
Oh yes, it can be. And then with all the other craziness that's going on right now, who knows? It could be that there's some mystical energies causing them to be a little bit more aggressive than typically we are. But yeah, I apologize for that. Yes, the rest of us on this island, well, at least last time I checked, don't act like that. I'm glad Don got you out of there.
So brave.
Well, it's more of a how did you put it? Faulty engineering on their part.
Like the stick was engineered improperly.
Oh, well, obviously it wasn't strong enough to hold me.
Yes, I could see how that may have been an issue. Yep, as I'm looking all the way up, like my neck's getting a little stiff, and so I'm kind of like cocking my head off to one side to release the tension on my shoulders. It looks like they may have bit off a little bit more than they could chew, or whatever that
Aye,
idiom is.
definitely weren't
From-
all there in the head.
You were going to say something, Katarina?
Trying to figure out what I was going to say. Well, not all Semia like that. I mean, my grandparent, my grandfather is not like that, so I know. Anyway,
Your,
Is your grandfather Simeon?
your grandfather?
yes, I'm one-eyed Simeon,
Your,
mostly in the tail.
your port
Oh.
monkey?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Snibs
what all that
was-
monkey business was all about. I knew it.
Snibs raises an eyebrow a little bit, and he kind of looks up at you up and down,
He's like,
and kind of walks around
you-
in a circle.
you see, like Baron, like looking back and forth, like in his head, like trying to figure out how that works.
Yeah. And Stib says something to that too. He's like, well, you are certainly
Don't
one of the
ask.
biggest
I know
ones
what
I've
you're
ever
thinking.
seen.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
can, you can see the gears in Snib's head's trying to figure out how that works too. He's like,
Hey,
fascinating.
I'm not one. I understand. I'm not judging. You know, my mother was a giant. My father was a dwarf. So I'm not one to judge either.
He looks back at you, and
Anyway.
the other eyebrow raises.
Arcana is just staring because she cannot relate at all.
I'm just gonna toss the fourth fish I've got in his pan.
Oh, you found some fish.
Yeah.
Aye, now this is some proper meat.
Thank you for
I
the work.
can.
Snibs does not say a word. He's just like, okay.
What? I see your brains moving around in your noggin. Say it now. We got something to say.
No, I am just. There's a lot to process right now. I'm just thinking it through.
That's it.
Katarina, do you find that your toe makes you nimble?
Can you hang upside down
He's
in a
trying to
tree?
change it.
It's not just the tail that makes me. I mean, that's a weird thing to ask.
Isn't that what you said? Is it
Um,
just your toe?
Oh,
Like
no,
Snip's
no, no.
taking it kind
Just her
of
tail.
literally.
You know,
Oh, her
My tail is
tail.
like it's a bit more prehensile than a cat's would be. That's the
Got it.
only like physical thing you can tell. But it's like
He-
parts of me, yeah.
Gotcha. He's just saying that to change the subject on Baron.
now that you mention it, my toes do feel nimble.
That too. This. Oh, excuse me. I'll leave it at that. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to cough some more.
So
Mm.
as the fire's burning, Baron's cooking a lovely salmon with a little bit of scorched berries. It just adds a bit of zest to the salmon, along with a little bit of extra venison from the day before. And you do all have a lovely meal, and um, you talk some more old stories. You talk about random feet facts. Uh,
I actually
and
would like to do
Staring at my
something.
paws.
yeah,
Well, after they ate and they're preparing to like go to sleep or something, or just rest at all, Arcana's gonna check on everyone. Is anyone like heavily hurt or something?
I only
Uh,
have 1 point of damage.
I have two,
I only, I don't, excuse me.
but
I only have stress right now.
I think we should be able to clear that overnight.
Well, if Katarina is the only one hurt, I think Arcana would go to her then.
so Toph does have 2 marks of HP.
Yeah,
If that makes any difference.
but
Yeah, that would I would interact with Tough, but since it's not Tough, it's you. I think I'm gonna keep it away for now,
Okay.
just because it needs to be interaction. It is interaction based.
Oh, that one.
I go to Katarina's tent, I think.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello.
I noticed during the fight you got hurt. Are you okay?
Mm, it's just a flesh wound.
Mind if I
Happens all
take a
the time.
look?
Sure, why not?
She sits next to you and uh, looks at you. Where does it hurt?
Mm, just on the arm where it's, puffy and red.
Very well. She places her hand on top of your arm on the wound. It hurts a little bit at first, but then this golden glow starts to appear on her hand, and you feel this warm feeling taking over your arm.
Mm,
Does it feel better?
yes. Once I don't know. I like magic. I can't do it with a dam, but healing always feels weird.
Oh, I understand. Could I
That's
ask?
a,
Oh, sorry.
no offense or anything. Just,
None
you know,
taken.
how extensive.
While healing, it takes a long time. Um, but she looks at you. Why don't you like magic? I
Oh
believe
no,
it's
I
quite
love
common.
magic. I just can't cast it myself.
Is that an issue?
Yes and no? I mean,
Well, you're not all born with the ability to do magic.
This is
I
true.
have my reasons for wanting to, but that would take hours to tell, and we don't have hours. Probably.
I see. Well, to be fair, I also cannot do magic. She says that as uh, you feel the warmth getting more gentle.
Um, is that a joke?
No, I am not joking. These are runes. My master taught me them so I could share with the world. They are tools to be used.
That sounds like magic to me. Even if you're doing it through a tool.
It has magical attributes, but it's not. It's quite weird, I believe. Sadly, as I cannot explain as well as my master would.
Hmm.
Would Snibs have any idea of why you can or can't do magic, or is it like the thing in your story that you just haven't told us yet?
It's just something like Arcana doesn't know magic. She is magical in nature, but she doesn't know it. And runes are literally just like how she perceives magic. Like how she uses magic, but like it's not something that she controls. It's just something that she knows how to use.
Right.
It's a conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like she herself does not use magic. She cannot use magic like Snibs can.
Got it. So Snibs doesn't say anything, and then he's just absorbing and listening and analyzing.
I believe I am done with procedure. She takes her hand off, and you see this golden skin on your wound that slowly starts to peel off.
Ooh.
I use Mending Touch. I spend 2 hope to clear stress or hit points. And when you spend this healing time learning something new about them or revealing something about yourself, you can clear 2 hit points or 2 stress of them instead.
Well, thank you.
Ah, that's a nifty
You're
little
welcome.
trick.
Thanks. I learned a while ago.
Indeed. It seems like you have a plethora of tools at your disposal. Wonderful.
I agree.
And I think
I
that's
don't
it
suppose
for
you have.
Arcana. What?
Nothing.
Any more downtime actions or?
Yeah, I would like to take a couple.
Okay.
If anyone wants to prepare with me, and
Sure.
I liked probably when she came up to me, I was trying to repair my armor.
I do need to tend to my wounds.
I do need to clear stress. I don't know.
I need to tend to wounds myself.
How do you clear your stress, Snibs?
So when he was fighting, anybody who was paying any sort of attention, like he really accesses his magic very differently than Arcana does. And it's more of, you know, almost pulling it and getting in a vibe with it. It's more of a, like, it looks like maybe he's doing yoga or Tai Chi or Kung Fu or something. He's doing certain movements to coalesce the magic around him and channel it, to do what he needs it to do. And so in the same way that he does that, he kind of goes into like a meditative type, um, stretch yoga, like, kind of like monkey acrobatic type.
Is it like
It's
capoeira?
monkey yoga, all right, to keep us nimble and, flexible, and he's just, but it's breathing and, just to get back honed in on that center that allows me to access that aspect of magic. So he does that same kind of thing, but at a lesser amplitude to clear his stress. Meditation, monkey meditation.
Monkey meditation.
And then I don't know what I could do to prepare with Katarina, but if there's something that seems realistic, I would engage in that.
What does the prepare with allies give you again?
2 hope.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I am bone dry at the moment. I bled a lot on that last fight.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, what is the phase of the moon at the moment? Has it changed or?
Gosh, I was actually going to actually keep track of that, and I didn't.
You can think on it later.
Well, I was gonna,
at the moment.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get this right. So, it goes crescent, half moon. I mean, it's technically in 28. Because Top realized what today was. I'm trying to remember. Like, I know there's like technically 30 days of like the moon changing, right?
Mother.
I'm glad you decided to join us, Top. You've made some very questionable decisions already.
Top on the other side of the
Got off
cams.
work at 9:30.
Oh, were you working?
Yeah, I just got home.
Oh, that's all good. Just let us know next time. That's all.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, no worries. Communication's key, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if you're a little late. I could rearrange some things. Now, and so far, what you've missed is actually, ironically, not a whole lot. We set up camp near a broken bridge, which you recognize on. Normally, it's on the path from Haven to Fanewick, and it's in between where you last left off, which if you remember was I just dubbed it the Red Crystal Shrine. And it's between the Red Crystal Shrine area and Gloomroot Mire. It's somewhere in the middle. We're heading towards Slithervine Marsh. And technically where we're at is now we got like, well, first off, let me move you. You can get my fancy dandy drawing board. Cause I love it. Love drawing. I'll do this weird purple. Yeah. So technically you're camped out like right here. Technically.
I'm getting my laptop. I'm on my phone right now.
No worries. But just for everyone's sake. It's for because I kind of just threw where we're at.
Does anybody have just so we don't lose track of it? Does anybody have a good reason to prepare with Katarina? Trying to think of a legit reason to
I
prepare.
mean, there's always sharpening weapons or
As Toph, I was going to just pray to him, or pray and hope that she gets her stuff.
did I
Yeah,
cut it?
because like I can see, like, at least in the short term, that Arcana and I could always prepare together discussing magical techniques and making sure that we're in tip top magical shape. But I was trying to trying to think of a reason for Katarina, but I do want to prepare with somebody to get the extra points.
I mean,
There's
she could also try to sit in on the magic to try to see if she can learn, which she can't yet.
Yeah, Arcana could try and teach you some of the runes.
oh, what the heck? There's downtime and consequences. Ooh.
Yeah, you get some beer.
Oh my god, that's right, I do, huh? See, this is why I was kind of weary about this because it says the number of PCs and plus one fear, or like one D4, plus the number of player characters. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, well, if I don't really use that much fear, I'm going to be maxed out all the time. But
Well, as the DM, that is you can save it for the big pivotal battles and make it harder for us.
that's true. But you're level 1.
Yeah.
It just sounds cruel to just put you in the fire like that. Although, I'll save it for later.
Yeah. Well, we as players also need to learn how to. I mean, I'm not saying do that to us tonight. That's not what I'm saying. But at some point,
Well,
those of us
now
who
that you mention it,
never have played this game, we need to learn how a bat as part of the learning. Like how to gauge when a DM's gonna like bust a move on us and not get ourselves overcommitted to something in the middle of a battle. You know what I mean? Because I still don't have a complete, like you mentioned earlier, complete feel for the flow of combat yet. So I can see us getting overcommitted at one point and then surprise.
Yeah, I'm hoping once we get there. So yeah, you haven't missed much. Tough. We basically just made camp, made small talk conversations that led to story development, and you ate food. Um, your health and stress are gone. And everyone should be feeling refreshed. And I'll have to think on the moon phase a bit more. I had a perfect idea for what to do with that, but I'll have to we'll have to talk later about that to figure out how to how to add that in a bit easier. Because once I just get that flow, I won't really forget it. I'm not a huge lunar observer, so I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm definitely interested in it.
I'm just annoyed that I wrote this down and I can't find it anywhere. Because I wrote the dance for every single phase and half phase.
Damn.
But yeah, at some point she does go off to dance, but that's a private thing.
Yeah, and normally it's done like in the hour of twilight, right?
Is this a long or short rest?
It's a long rest.
Long rest.
Okay.
Sometime, actually, it might be just a sunset. God damn it! Where are my notes? Yeah, I'll either find or make up something.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. I tried making up some things on my own too, but I asked ChatGPT about it because I don't have I don't have a whole lot of people to like communicate with, so I just pretend like ChatGPT is my friend.
Careful, there's some people going out the deep end with that.
I know, right? Luckily, it's not fully my personality. It's very concerning sometimes.
My internet cut out for a minute. Did I miss something?
Was that?
No. What? Where'd you leave out?
It's only for a few seconds.
Oh,
I don't
then
think I missed
nothing.
anything.
Nope.
So me, Snibs, and Cat are preparing, right?
Yes, we're talking about magic and the runes, and
Oh, and you're
while
showing
Tibbs
off your
knows what
dance.
they
right?
are, he's still fascinated by them because it's very different than what he does, and we're just chit chatting, doing the thing.
I think Katarina said that her dance is private.
No.
Yeah, the
Nibs
dance is separate.
Oh, it's Nibs,
No,
yeah.
Snibs' dance.
Snibs doesn't care about privacy when he's doing his meditation dance. He's just
He is clearly stressed by teaching his magic.
yeah, exactly.
And Snips is not dancing. It's
I guess Arcana would probably be more. I think Arcana would be a good teacher. She would be very mindful of your strengths and weaknesses.
Unfortunately, knowledge is not a strength.
She would help you with that. Don't worry.
After we got the second wizard, I'm like, you know what? I have an idea. And then the void dropped something perfect. So
Snib's approach would be more about how you got to feel the magic. It's like, I can't think of anything. I'll do it maybe next time we do our downtime. But yeah, he's more about connecting with the energy more so than the technical execution of the, like, when you're applying the runes as a tool. So he's like, yes, you must feel the power flow through you. But I'll figure something out. Say about
I'm
that
starting to
later.
think this Nibs is a sorcerer, not a wizard.
Well, see, I have something planned for that because it's not that. It's not, he's not a sorcerer, but it's just yeah, we'll get into that later.
Jedi.
No, he's not that either. But
He's
like,
clearly Gandalf the Brave.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. No, he it's character development, so I don't want to bring it up right now. But yeah.
This entire campaign is actually Snib's just bad trip.
Wake up,
He's a
monkey!
crack wizard. He can only cast magic when he's high.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I have a plan. But we can deal with
Now
that
that
later.
you say, he does look kind of like Chong.
Yeah. Where's my Cheech at? No. But yeah, but he is laying that groundwork of being slightly disagreeable, not like in an offensive way, but like feeling like, the technical acumen is where you start, but it's really how you flow with the magic that matters more. And
And Arcana tries to break it down into actual understandable stuff.
right.
I don't know either, Hammy. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
So they're like a muscle?
Quite.
Oh. Honestly, I wasn't expecting I didn't know what to expect for the answer to that.
To be fair, brain is a muscle, so
This is true.
I know muscles.
Well, they all do cook differently as well. Yes.
Huh?
Huh.
But that's how we prepare.
All right. So before you technically go to bed, Tough, you notice that Snips is getting um getting like a slight fever, kind of like he's starting to get sick, but he's not um like he's got small symptoms of a sickness that isn't explained.
Mm.
But you're hopeful that the druid you're going to search for would have answers for you.
All right. Man, now I gotta remember the voice I had for Toph.
Kermit the Frog.
It's like, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We just gotta get to the druid.
And to answer your question, Don, it doesn't have to be super active. Like, as long as you participate in the long rest and clear out your stress and wound for downtime, it should be all right. Okay. So if there's nothing else, I think we can finally see a new map. And so, oh wow. Oh, it was in your questionnaire.
Yeah,
I thought I remembered it somewhere.
I had a more detailed version written down somewhere, but it's gone, so I'm going to need to do it again. But this helps.
Okay. Oh gosh, it totally distracted me.
I'm sorry.
We
We leveled up? What?
what was I? What did I do again?
New map.
New map.
You I should probably.
Oh. Map is huge.
It is. It is. I think slightly zoomed in there. Just this was kind of a quick swap. Gosh. I thought I had a icon for this character. I guess I don't. Okay. So this is kind of early, but I think I'm gonna call a 10-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will start working on the dances.
Yep.
So has anybody seen, this is a really obscure movie, so I don't expect anybody to have seen this, but has anybody seen The Forbidden Kingdom from 2008 with Jackie Chan and Jet Li?
I
No.
thought everyone saw that movie.
I thought so too, but
I don't think
so
I
the
have.
part where Jackie Chan and Jet Li are arguing about how to train the kid, you know?
Which time?
I don't remember, but you know, Jet Li's trying to teach him in a specific way, and Jackie Chan's, because they have very different teaching techniques. And they're like, and so they're kind of using them as a mime, and they're like, no, you do it like this. Do you remember that specific scene in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with Katarina, but not like physically or obnoxiously like we're trying to compete. It's just like the different ways that like, you know, how we see magic and how it unfolds, and that's kind of how we're like, oh, but if you do it this way, that's what I envisioned in my brain when we were during our downtime.
No, it's not working.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
That's a big school.
Not working yet.
Yet there is a plan.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
told Ven before everybody got here, but here in about 40 minutes, I got to take my daughter to work. She needs a ride. I'm still going to be in the game, but I will have to. I'll be on Discord and hands free in my car while I take her to work. So
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I got some practice in with Tough.
cool.
Um. My brain is very bad today.
Mine is too. I think now that we've been going, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get the flow coming back, but oh gosh, it is not. It's just not been a good week. It just started.
So I've begun an undertaking that is too much, and I'm not going to stop. And have any of y'all ever actually used a tarot deck?
No.
I
No,
have,
probably not.
So there are 14 of each suit, and then like 20, or maybe it was more than 14, I don't remember. Then like 21, 22 major arcana. I'm trying to
Yeah.
put together a system for a in-house game that basically you wouldn't choose your class, like not outright. It would be determined by tarot readings.
Persona
And I'm
4, let's go!
and I'm assigning
oh
classes
yeah,
and backgrounds and races and everything to all the cards. And each one has like particular meanings that are like some are easy, like the full was easy. That's like rogue or brave warrior or a couple others that are, rogues or, foolish bards. But then there's some like the hanged man, which is just like shit's gonna go
Maybe
bad.
Warlock?
Um one sec, where'd I put my
Maybe it could be like he was supposed to be dead, but since he made the deal with the patron, he became Warlock.
oh God, 1 second, I'm trying to find where I put those notes now. But yeah, it's just so much. Okay, seriously, where did those notes go? Um, No, that's not it. Yeah, I have like 7 pages of notes on just the major arcana and how they could relate to certain classes. But since I want to do 3 readings to have a past, a future, and a present reading,
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot, and I can't blame anyone but myself.
Yeah, it's a lot of combinations.
Where the fuck is my book? I'll be right back while we're still on the break.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jeez. Yeah, I think I went a little crazy last time I looked at all these adversaries because I started mix and mashing them all,
Mm-hmm.
but I realized a lot of what I was doing was already here. I finally figured out where they just were. I think what confuses me though is tier 1s, tier 2s.
Are you looking at the demi-plane stuff?
No, it's actually Daggerheart. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean the demi-plane listings and for the Daggerheart monsters and whatnot.
I mean, I think Demiplane actually makes it a bit easier to look at and read. Um, like, but at the same time, it's kind of the same in the book and on Demiplane. I actually was using the book for a while, and then I kind of, well, I'm still using the book technically. But there's only so many bookmarks I can do with just the 2 tallies.
Mm-hmm.
I really should just get more bookmarks, clearly, but why do that? Actually, I felt like it was easier in the book to figure out rests because I just didn't know where the tab was for it. I figured out where it was. But I think it took the whole set. It took the whole time you were doing the long rest to find it. Oh no.
You know, you could just remove, right?
Well, I know, and then I saw that's yeah, and I noticed it was on the paint tool, but
Oh,
I'm really just kind of messing with it. I'm still in the in between on how I feel about Roll20. Like
I would like it better if you didn't need Demiplane.
yeah,
Honestly, okay, so I can fill out a Pathfinder 1E character sheet from blank to a 5th level character with no trouble looking at no guide or anything.
Mhm.
Roll20 makes it a little easier. But the fact that I can't fill out anything on my own in Roll20 is so annoying.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because it's mainly, I mean, all VTTs are browser based, but this is like bare bones interaction. Like you get basic tools, and this is also why I never really jumped on maps from D&D Beyond, because it's basically the same thing. Um, you get your basic measuring tools, or the deep essentials that you could
Yeah.
possibly need.
Roll20 is, basic point of entry for most people, and
Yeah.
it's generally easy to get a handle of. It's just
It's just missing stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not inherently bad. It just depends on how people implement the system. Like um uh I actually have not tried anything else on Roll20 yet. I actually am going to try an alien one shot.
mhm.
Um I think this Saturday. And they're using Roll20. So I'm kind of curious how that goes, because, well, first off, I haven't tried anything else. I haven't tried anything else but Daggerheart on Roll20, because I mainly like Foundry. That's my VTT of choice. But I also I'll go wherever the game goes.
Yeah,
But
I've been.
yeah. But I think in the end, I'm basically contributing just as much to Roll20 as I am to Foundry.
Yeah, I'm kind of old enough that kind of showing my age a little bit, but old enough that, everything that we did when I was a kid slash teenager playing role playing back then was 90% theater of the mind, right? And
Yeah.
we just used the books for resources, and character sheets were handwritten, and if you created your own backstory, you did it on your own notebook anyway. So as far as the tools that are available, because everything is so decentralized with the VTTs, because you have to buy, if you want to be able to use all of these things in the game, your group has to buy all the things in the game, like the resources for Daggerheart, in order to be able to, even like D&D Beyond, if you want to do Hexblade Warlock, you got to have that. Even if you have it in paper form, you still have to buy the digital version of it so that you can have access to that to apply it to your character sheet in D&D Beyond. And so if not everybody has the money, it always seems to be a little decentralized anyway. So it doesn't bug me, but I can see how it would be lovely if it was just all in one place where you could here's everything that you need, and here's the area where you plop all your notes. But
Or even just like a simple
I think that's why I like Pathfinder so much, because it was free. All the
right.
resources are online.
Yep, it is. And you also could just think, if you really need to homebrew something, like you would have the tools to homebrew it. Right now, I've kind of been preferring Shadow Dark because of how they've uh, worked on their not well, they don't have like their own VTT, but they do use Foundry, and the tools for Foundry are pretty simple. They just give you like a blank sheet, and you can kind of write all the attributes yourself on there. Which, to be, I mean, for me, that's enough. That's basically just giving me just pen and paper, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just write this, this, and this.
That's why I just on a sheet that's not demi-plane supported, because every
Right.
single other Roll20 game doesn't or is like that, where you fill it out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
just do not like Demiplane.
Is it just because it's newer and they haven't implemented some of these things yet, or I don't know how long Demiplane's been around?
It's
I
only been
think
around for a couple
Demiplane is
years.
owned by Roll20, so
It is.
they're trying to implement a bunch of stuff. And
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the way
Usually
I
by now someone would have made their own custom sheet, but they haven't.
the way I understand it is that instead of letting like the creators make all this stuff, Roll20's decided to just buy specific companies that will do that specific task, but they, since they're all a company, it's just taking them a lot longer to develop all this stuff. With open source, it's a bit easier to get things out. Like Daggerheart's actually almost fully complete on Foundry. It just needs to be officially released. Which I am in. I'm waiting with faint breath over here. I'm like, please. my problem I have is that I can do it on my in my own personal Foundry, but I use the Forge service because I don't have direct access to my IP. So I have to have a cloud-based service for it. But the cloud-based service doesn't offer that right now because it's in a you have to manually install the system. So until they solve that, which I think it'll be relatively soon, I'm sure it'll be basically by the end of the year, but we'll see. I'm hopeful, but yeah, I don't know.
Maybe maybe Matt Mercer and all them with the influence they have on Daggerheart as being, the part of the development team can help speed along those integrations a little bit more to where it's a little bit more player friendly.
All they would have to do is just allow the because they're not really doing the Foundry support. They're actually just giving the community the blessing to have Foundry support.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is fine. They're very fast about it. I've been following that development for just a couple weeks, and I mean it's a little bit more playable than it is on Roll20. It's just the problem is it's just not fully released. But if they would work together, that'd be fabulous. Like to have an official Daggerheart supported um game system on Foundry would be fantastic. Even better if they just fixed it on Roll20 as well. Just truly flesh out the system. I think the best thing they could do is they could make I think specifically with their card creation tool, if that can be integrated in along with just an easier there's actually no way to make enemy encounters you can make characters in Roll20, but you cannot make adversaries or enemies within Roll20. So what I've done, right, is just slapped on a picture and just threw it on. and then I do everything manually,
Mhm.
which kind of sucks because I wish there was just a sheet for it. But again, it's not that bad. It is in a playable state. It's just not ideal for a GM.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully at some point they'll develop some tools to help create like some general basic guidelines of how to create your own homebrew monsters or whatever.
Right.
So that they're properly properly scaled for the tier or whatever it is. And and then they have it kind of like they do with the card system, and where you can just kind of make your own. Because one thing that I noticed, and the game's new, so I'm sure maybe later on there'll be some expansion upon the monsters, but there definitely seems to be like the adversary
Mhm.
compendium or whatever you want to call it
Right. Yeah.
is well, it's
It's a bit shallow,
small.
but
Yeah, it's a
it's
small at this point. It's like
that's to
you
be
know
expected for
second
just
edition before all the extras kicked in.
yeah. I mean that's
Maybe not
basically
even maybe not even that robust. I have to pull out my second edition monster manual. I still have my original one.
oh wow. Shoot.
And I got a feeling it had way more monsters than or adversaries than.
Yeah, I think they just really want you to make your own. They
Yeah,
give you
and
like examples, but they don't give you like true um like enemies for your specific frame, you know?
yeah, because the
Um
frames can be so diverse, you would need the ability to like let's just say that we went to like a steampunk era type of frame, right? You would need to kind of
yeah,
develop some monsters that fit that a little bit more specifically, right?
right.
Or even if you wanted to do like a futuristic spacey type thing,
But at least with that, right, you do have some examples. Like I got right here for examples, Construct, which is a tier one monster that you could do, and and it's kind of what I've been doing or what I've done the last 2 weeks is just kind of mixed and match some of these. I'm like, okay, I think this idea I have in my head, I think it would have these features. So I've been kind of like
kit
mixing
bashing.
and matching. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there's examples, but I feel like it shouldn't be this bare bones, especially if you want to just do um a one shot in the universe you're thinking of. There should be definitely a setting. Um I think that's one thing that being decentralized like this, where there's technically six settings, but you have to make all the context to it.
Mhm.
Which I feel like they should have a little bit of um like pre-made context just in case you have no idea. Um and they do try. They do try and give you a little bit of pieces, and I've been working a little bit off those, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel. I almost feel like I'm just expecting a like just a full-fledged module is what I think I'm saying.
Mhm.
And I'm like, that's just a module.
Yeah, you want there
Well,
to
I'm guessing.
I
be,
Go
think
ahead.
for me, that's what I would like.
you want some sort of like not standard, but something already laid out if in case you can't come up with it, something on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a fully guided adventure.
Like here it is
Like,
if you want to use it.
yeah, exactly. Because I did that with Lost Mines Fandelver. Um, I ended up running that as my first campaign because I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well do it right and run the actual starter set for 5e. So, ended up doing that, but then drifted off the rails a little bit, and that's where I kind of messed up because I had no idea after I got off the rails. It was funny because what I ended up doing is I actually dropped the floor from them literally. And um they all fell into like the Underdark, and it was cool at first, but then I had zero direction of what I was doing because I just totally went underneath the floor and just tried to make my own thing. But I'm like, I have no idea what's. I also don't know what I'm thinking of for this one. And yeah, one thing led to another, and that just did not go too well for me. But we'll see.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I kind
Back
of
to the adventure.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I kind of went on a little rant. So you've made it to uh thinking, processing.
So it's like the
Brain's
morning
functional.
now, and we're
It is yes, it is morning now. You have been traveling for a couple hours. You you ended up going up and around the bridge. There is one thing you did distinctly remember before you left off into this specific area, and that is the sound um of just this loud thump. And it's not like a startling, well, I guess it's a little startling, but not like in a bad way. But you just hear this giant thump that's going in the complete opposite direction of you. And
is it like a Jurassic Park thump, or is it like, or is it
I
like a?
I don't think
so
we're in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
so it's a thump kind of like it's kind of what Baron would actually probably make, except 10 times louder.
Okay.
um but it's nothing heading towards you. It's just a distant sound and like vibration that you do kind of feel, and you start to get a weird kind of like, what was that
Should we
type of
investigate?
feeling.
Mm,
Can I?
I don't know what it is, but it's
You don't
big.
know.
oh boy.
It sounds pretty impressive. I don't know.
I mean, do you think it just pass if we don't?
It's hard to say these days in these woods. As knowledge goes, sometimes it is better to know than to not know, and in that instance, it would be better to see what this thing is rather than have it surprise us later on. But it sounds very large.
And in charge.
I would leave it to the group.
Well, let's just keep going. Let's keep your eye out.
You
I like the cut of your jib.
Hey? Who's Jib? Did we get a
It's an expression.
Did we get
It's
somebody
an
else new?
expression.
uh as you make it to Slithervine Marsh, um you do notice a druid hanging about at kind of the skull. It looks like it was a skull head to uh, a giant, like a giant snake, not the famous snake, but just a giant snake, because there was more than one of them back in the olden days.
His lesser known cousin.
That's right. Far distant relative. He didn't fare well against the blight back in 1386.
The Bite of 87.
Oh, God, I thought I got it right.
Jesus, is that the snake skull?
No,
Is this
it is. That is
is
not
this the druid?
Sonosh.
To who?
The druid to help Snips.
I'm talking about the giant skull he's standing in front of.
Sure, I could give two craps about the skull. I want to save my bird.
I look to Dawn and I go, is it typical for your kind to hang around by dead skulls?
Is he like a witch doctor?
Sometimes. Can't say I see that very often.
He's dead with
Yeah,
a...
this is a first for me as well. Yes.
The druid turns around and you see him holding some sort of what looks to be a herbs like sample. It has kind of a red tint to it, not the vial, but the flower itself.
Hmm.
But he turns around uh, and um, sees all of you, and specifically says, "Oh, Don, how are you? It's been a while,
You know him?
and you're crazy friends."
Hey, who's crazy?
Crazy now.
I have been
I
called
don't
many
know what he's
things.
talking
Crazy is
about.
not one of them. Dawn, do you know this person?
My father.
He's your father?
You recognize him from he was the same companion that you were accompanied by with um to investigate the weird situation with Kat and Baron. Um, his name is Fellman. Um,
Velma.
Originally, I didn't introduce him that way, so I don't blame you for not remembering him or anything about him. I totally blanked on that part when I first introduced him, but he is returning.
It's been a while.
Yes. What brings you to these parts?
My bird ate a rock,
You
but
It-
like
That's the way to put it.
a really weird magical zombie summoning rock.
magical summoning rock. Oh,
You probably should have led with that latter half, my friend. It was a glowy rock, crystalline type substance that protruded magical tentacles and vines and several hollow creatures at near an epicenter of well, mystical magical essence, as near as we can tell.
I've heard the stories about intelligent Simeon. I think it's must have been eons since the last time I've heard a smart Simeon.
Well, you know, we
What?
do like to surprise people from time to time.
This is the first place I've ever found a Simeon that wasn't smart. What is wrong with this? area.
I'll say it again. In certain towns of my culture, I would be well within my rights to disembowel you and eat you for supper.
Sure.
But I take no offense.
Whatever.
Well, to answer your original question, you are. Who are you? Weird
Me?
frog.
My name is Toph. This
Tough.
is Snips. She is
Snips.
very sick, and I need your help.
Let's see. Well, all right. Hmm. He starts to, with your blessing, kind of hold Snips and kind of uh just concentrate and like feel his energy to see what exactly this is. Oh, I'm. What did this? What did Snips eat exactly?
Oh, it was so that rock that all those hollows were like floating into when they got killed. Like a piece of it chipped off or something like that, and Snips ate it.
You had your bird eat a.
Okay,
We
I
we call that a homunculus crystal. It's
oh
what those things do is they're part of a bigger creature that has been plaguing Fanewick for half a century. Normally, with these things, they'll if in contact with those crystals, um, without proper care, the infected will turn into a hollow, and
Hmm.
a hollow will. I mean, it could become anything. You don't know what type of mutation it gets. They're always different in some degree. The most commons
it,
are, well, they're normally just called that. They're just called hollows. They they roam the land for whatever means. It's
is there any way you can help her?
I haven't had too much success. However, with this vial, if we bring it to a fairy fountain,
What?
it may help your friend. However, the one Fey inhabitants is currently under attack um, by another homunculus crystal. You would have to eradicate that crystal in order to um, get the holy water from the fountain.
Whatever it takes.
There is another way that you might be able to. There is a old witch up bit east, I think east from here, that has dabbled in black sorcery. maybe she can help you. But I've only heard the rumors. It's not something we want to approach in the circle of druids.
Hmm.
And as he starts to kind of explain that you end up well, I guess I should let you guys respond. I'm sorry. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Where should we go first?
Shouldn't we take care of the hollows regardless, since they are a danger to wherever they are?
Can we trust the witch?
I wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any problem with witches, but if something's under attack.
I say, I'd say we should knock out the witch first.
Knock out? Wait.
No, I mean, go see her first and knock out that area. Like, knock out that. Never mind. I think we should go see the witch first.
Hey, which one's closer?
Oh, yeah.
I think technically the hag would be closer.
Hey.
Oh, it's a hag, not a.
Well,
Snips raises an eyebrow.
God damn it. I didn't even keep
Hags always want something that you don't want to give up.
God damn it. I totally fucked it up.
I'm guessing you weren't supposed to say that.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
It's just really specific
I mean, it's
foreshadowing.
an innocent witch. Of course, we should go there.
I'm sure
It's
she's a lovely
really-
witch.
I stick to my original opinion. I wouldn't,
Hey, Vincent.
but it seems like we may not have any choice.
What was our other option?
The hollows of the fairy, something.
Yeah, it's fairy ruins.
Fairy ruins. Well, you know what? Fairy ruins sounds a lot more good than a witch.
I agree with the tall one.
I mean, fairies can be.
Yes, their personalities tend to be somewhat larger than their bodies, I understand, but it's either that or a witch.
Which some of you seem to not like, so.
Do you have history with fairies, Katarina?
Hmm?
Do you have history with fairies?
Just one that was a bit annoying.
That seems accurate.
made a nest in the crow's nest because they thought the name meant it was supposed to be a home.
Well then, where can we find this fairy with the nuts?
I believe the fairy ruins are south of the river.
Mm.
Looks like we're going to need another bridge.
It's it's a very open, planed area. So I don't believe there's any bridges.
The problem is the way south is it had a bridge before and it's now broken.
Oh yes, I heard a giant was heading south.
Oh, now there's a giant.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that we make a bridge out of the giant?
What?
Well, I'm not suggesting anything to you. I'm just simply stating some facts. That there is a
Oh,
giant,
maybe he
and
destroyed the previous bridge.
you may have. He I just heard the noises. I just remember it from the last time we encountered a giant. It was back a couple of years ago when they just tore through half an acre.
Half an acre.
I don't think they meant to. I just think they were really lost. Those giants do not know where they're going.
Oh,
They
lovely.
uh, history reminds me that the giants used to roam these lands before Fanewick and Haven existed. They they were the the original settlers, and they got displaced centuries ago. But they were all over the place. Gosh, I think I've heard stories of them being in the north, being in the west, being east. They they're very far and few between nowadays, but back in the ancient era, they were commonplace.
Hmm.
But yes, I do believe it is heading south. I don't know if it's friend or foe. I just know that it stomps so.
That it what?
Yep, that's what I said.
So
All
what's the
right.
plan?
And you leave in such a confusion with this weird statement.
So, do you think that was the footprints we heard?
Most likely.
That's a mighty large foot to make that big a hole. Seems to track.
Are these like super giants or something?
They they would be your precursors. You probably know them as Titans.
Oh, the ancient ones.
So are they like what I am to Baron? Are they like Baron is to them kind of things?
Wait, what?
Like size wise, like
Size-wise, I'm a lot smaller than Baron.
Yeah.
Notice, like I'm.
Like,
Yes, technically that would be correct.
Okay.
Like giants are technically considered half giants. In the sense that they're a lot smaller than they used to be,
so like
but they're still
I'm
giants.
I'm considered like a half giant. Is what you're saying?
Exactly. And that's because of eons of evolution. So, in your vein and breath, you would still be. You're still a giant. It's
Mhm.
just there's definitely history of you being even bigger than you already are.
Yeah.
It's like the same concept as like a T-Rex turning into a lizard.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's the I forget if that's the exact evolution scheme that they had. Oh no, the other one is totally off topic, but I like the one. This is on TikTok that the T-Rex is actually its predecessor is the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. I love that meme.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Man, I
But
don't
that's
know
how I
how much.
consider it.
I,
It's in the same evolutionary chain, if you will.
yeah. Yeah, I think chickens are one of the closest relatives to dinosaurs.
And very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Dinosaurs are tasty.
You know what isn't? Crocodiles. Some people think so, though.
Well, it's all in the way you cook them.
Too many skills for my taste.
That still does not answer. What should we do?
I
I will leave it to
think
the party, but I vote fairies and find a way over the river. If we want to go check out the giant, well, I'm always up for adventure.
let's do the fairies first.
I do have some rope. I don't know if it'll be any help.
Can your rope held up looks at Baron? Sorry, sir. I think I don't got your name.
The name's Baron. You can call me Bear.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Bear.
And
But can your rope hold Mr. Bear?
I think so. Just started rope.
that uh, maybe I've missed something. What? We're not talking about the same bridge we just walked around.
They're
We are planning
no, they're
to make an improvised bridge.
Sounds the plan.
Out of a single rope?
We do have more.
I was
Arcana
trying.
also shows that she also has a rope.
it's just
Oh,
a bunch of rope.
I was just
If anything,
trying.
I'm good at tying knots, though. I can make sure the rope is stronger.
Uh, how big of a uh, area are we trying to cross?
So this is gonna probably take you a half day
To build a rope bridge?
from where you are. You're in actually here. let's bring you back over here. This will make more sense if I give you context. Serena's where you guys are technically. And this is where you're trying to achieve. This is kind of a long stretch. It's if even if you're running, you're probably looking at about half day at least. But it is kind of more the open plains of Fanewick. It's kind of leveled out. Maybe due to the fact that there's a roaming giant, or previously there may have been several giants at one point.
How big is this river that we need to get across? Like, is it Mississippi big, or is it like, a
It's it's funny. I actually don't know off the top of my head how wide the Mississippi River is.
It's like, is it logically feasible that we may be able to swim across it?
It's. I feel like it would be possible for Baron to, yeah, because Baron can take a good amount of pressure.
what about the monkey? Like, I'm thinking Snibs probably doesn't like large bodies of water too much.
That kind of makes two of us. I mean, I am fine on a ship. I do not get in the water.
Yeah, like you can see Snibs. He's like not trying. He looks like he's actively trying to not lose shit.
Hmm.
He's trying to play it cool and calm. But he's like,
I have a suggestion.
Mhm.
And what's
M-
that?
Maybe we should go see the witch and see if she can help.
after facing the idea of having to swim across the river, all of a sudden Snibs is on board with that. He's like, perhaps that would be the better.
I
It
mean,
is
the night.
closer also on the way.
Ivy.
Do I just need to carry a glass of water to make you Never mind.
Maybe.
All right. To the witch then?
Ivy, that's not a bad idea. I feel it, but I guess that's our only choice.
Witches,
What?
oracles, they're all. I mean, none have ever hurt me.
Well, I was hoping to go for a swim, but okay.
Ironically, the witch's hut is near a river, and it's an off stream to the main river.
Hmm.
I know, I'm creative.
I mean, that's how rivers work.
So you're all heading to the witch's cabin, and you you see that's like this small, um, pretty pretty well kept shack. It looks pretty well kept for a witch.
Do I see any sign of like movement or recent like someone passed through here or something?
You do hear well, besides the river running, you do hear some stags um and birds chirping in the far distance. You do hear someone is inside the hut. Um but it's you can hear uh just white noise. It's a bunch of um congealing noises kind of coming together. They're not necessarily like terrible, they're just sound.
Mm.
Um Basically signs of activity are in the house.
Mm.
Then, so because of work and everything, I'm falling asleep.
Um
Mm.
I don't know how much
so
longer I can keep myself awake.
hmm, this is kind of, I mean, it's gonna be a little hefty.
Hmm.
Is a little hefty. Um and I know we technically have 30 minutes. I would allot for an extra 15 because we did kind of push it a little bit. Um all right. I'm going to leave it to a vote.
Hmm.
Do you, would you guys want to um call it now and bring this back next session, or I'd say it'd probably be another hour um to do this segment. Right now would probably be a good stopping point if we wanted to. Otherwise, we can do this part of the session either next session or this next hour.
Mm. We probably
Well,
shouldn't have.
the good thing is um I won't be working Tuesdays anymore. I'll be going to school. So I won't be working so late. So I'll be a lot better to play from now on. But I am exhausted from work.
We probably shouldn't deal with a hag. I mean, a witch when someone is about to fall asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fine if we need to stop here.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay with that? Okay. So that then we'll leave off here. For now, we'll pick up next session. And just as a brief reminder, that is August 19th, Tuesday.
Hmm.
All
By
right.
then, I'll have something written up for the dance. Something
Okay.
There
more
you
than.
go.
Yeah, that'll be my first week of school, of college.
Mm.
Oh
Mm.
wow.
So young.
Yeah, I thought about going back to college. Thinking about it next year.
Yeah, I couldn't
Mhm.
afford it. I did a few semesters, and I'm just like, I have no money.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
I did a couple semesters, and I'm just like, I am in debt.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even go in debt. I saved up for a a couple years, and then it's like, okay, let's use this. No,
Um,
let's not.
yeah. My problem was that I switched majors like halfway through it, and it's not
Oh.
like it was a major shift. It was just a subcategory in what I was going for. I was going for welding, and then I switched
Mhm.
over into advanced manufacturing, which you actually do need welding for that. So I'm like, well, technically kill two birds, one stone. But at the time, I was starting the job I'm in now, and so it kind of conflicted with each other. So I just fell apart on it.
Mm.
But
Mm.
it did give me some interesting experience, though, learning 3D printing. That was a fun class.
Mm.
I loved that.
Mm.
I was,
Mhm.
was able to make some interesting stuff.
I'm glad I didn't continue because I was thinking of doing English, which,
Uh,
just not going to find jobs for that.
yeah,
Mhm.
well, English isn't
I mean,
that bad.
no, it's not bad, but it's so oversaturated. It's like
Yeah,
it's like a tech job nowadays,
right. Yeah, like
and I would not be able to teach. I
I well,
I could not do that.
when I
So
first got out of high
that's
school
one of the
and
bigger avenues already gone.
yeah, like when I first went to college, this is like almost 10, or actually it was over 10 years ago now. I actually went for music. Um, and
Anyway,
yeah,
mm,
I ended up I ended up giving up my first semester because a lot of personal stuff happened. Like everything fell apart that year, and I was like, I all right, I'll do this college thing some other time. And it took 7 years later.
is anyone talking? Just went silent.
He's talking. You
Silent.
don't hear him?
Um, Same thing happened to me actually. The very day I started college,
Oh, really?
and stuff happened, and I couldn't. Long story short, I had to take on more household chores and couldn't balance that with schoolwork.
Yeah, it's hard when you finally get like a some sort of work life balance, and then you just throw in school with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been debating on how to funnel that in. It's a little bit easier now that my job's not new, so I got a little bit of leeway. But like when I was just starting this job, I'm like, I really don't want to lose it. Um,
guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off since we're done.
yep.
Alrighty.
I've got to drop my daughter off, but great game tonight. Good character development, and we'll see you all in a couple weeks.
Alrighty.
Yep.
All right.
See you later.
I get to
Thank you.
bed too.
I will also go ahead and jump out. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Well, it sounds like that's gonna be all of it for tonight. And I guess we'll catch y'all back in 2 weeks. Thanks for stopping by.